everyone, and welcome back to the Vortex. It's Vortex Ween, and that it's almost Vortex Ween, real close, today. So we're going to do a very special D&D, but it's not quite really it's our version of D&D, because we aren't taking it very seriously. But we're using D&D 5e as like our base here, but it's a spooky, scary. Well, it's not very scary, but it's definitely a spooky themed D&D called the Monster Mash. Ooh. So the twist here is that you guys typically see what we would normally do is you guys would go in a haunted house or something, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And then you'd like creep around, but no, we're flipping the shit upside down.
What?
Oh.
And you guys are the monsters.
Ooh.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're the bad guys. You're the protagonists in the story.
That's right, we're misunderstood.
That's right.
Yeah, so what we're going to do, I'm going to give you a little backstory here for this lush world of nice. Lore, okay? And then after that, we'll go around and maybe introduce you guys, okay? It is All Hallows Eve in this year, just like every year before it for thousands of years. You, the 6 monster lords, emerge from hiding in the darkest corners of the Monster Wood. Very original name. To convene and plan your respective kingdoms' mutual survival in the face of extinction at the hands of humankind. The expansion of the human race has driven monsterkind deeper and deeper into the Monster Wood, TM, displacing its denizens and destroying your homelands. This year, however, things are even more dire. Monsters are being exterminated at an alarming rate, and in brutal fashion, and a strange, holy mist that burns the flesh and clouds the mind has covered the entire Monsterwood, killing your kingdom's citizens and weakening your powers. Which is why you guys are only level 5. Whispers of a fanatical, zealous cult bent on the genocide of your kin echo through the kingdoms, a group of monster hunters known as the Witch Hammer Militia, led by a crazed priest named Solomon Saltpire. You decide the only course of action is to locate the source of the mist, which seems to be emanating from a more secluded area on the edge of the humans' territory, and do your best to stop the threat to your people before it's too late. Dun dun! Alright, so that's the setup. So, you guys are monsters. You're the kings of the monster wood, okay? So you each are like a different type of monster, and you have your own like sort of kingdom, your own realm, okay? So why don't we go around and you can introduce yourself, okay? So let's start with you.
Alright. I'm Hecate the witch, and I want your blood, and I want your bones, and I want your hair to make my spells.
That sounds like you're a very nice witch.
I'm the very nice witch.
Okay, I'm Grimm Chorizo, and today...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, sorry. Hey, it's Belawyn, by the way.
That was Belawyn. I'm Grimm Chorizo, and today I will be playing... Imhotep, I'm a mommy. You will suffer my curse. For thousands of years, I've been buried, and now you will suffer my curse. There's no Courage the Cowardly Dog inspiration at all.
So I'll just chime in. You guys are more like the spellcasters of the group. So because you're both a little more. I mean, a witch makes sense, and mummies, you know, they're like kind of like.
They can do it all. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, what's all that? You. That's what all the hieroglyphics.
They just like to keep it under wraps.
Nice.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So moving on.
Make me follow that. I'm Alonwyn, and I am playing Talbot. I am the wolf man of the wood.
And could you do a little howl? Oh. This is gonna be a rough night.
it's you know, like dog can't quite howl, but at once he's just like.
Yeah, it's like a basset hound. Is what I
expecting a meow.
I look like a basset hound.
It's a very old dog. It kind of sounded like when wind blows through like an empty bottle.
Yeah, seriously.
So it's just like.
our dog used to howl like that. Yeah, that's
Okay, well the scariest werewolf this side of the town. Okay, so moving on, we got.
Alright, Fiend here. I am playing a vampire. I am Orlok. I am a vampire from Transylvania.
Yes.
Go figure.
And I'm just gonna suck all the bloods of the humans. They're trying to invade my forest, and I can't take that anymore.
That's beautiful. That's really good. Okay, so let's move on.
Alright, this is Shykoo, and I'm playing Gil, Blob, the creature from the Black Lagoon. Humans keep invading my waters, and gotta put a stop to it.
You're very moist. You don't like despite how you're from a swamp, you don't like this mist because it's filled with holy water and it burns your flesh. So you're like, oh, mist, I love this. And then you touch it and you're like, ow. I kind of want you. That's like so good. Okay. Moving on. Nice.
I'm Robby, and I'm playing Karloff. I'm a flesh golem, and I can't speak.
All right, now tell us about your character.
But
In character.
Can you be like...
I don't know if I can go like the.
That's what it sounds like when you just stand still. So that's
No, my character is as a flesh golem, can't really speak too well. He's kind of tired of people. He's beautiful flesh golem, and he's tired of all these paparazzis trying to get him
body shaming.
Yeah, they're just won't leave me alone because they're so enamored by me.
They want that.
Well, yeah,
body.
you
I want that flesh.
either they're body shaming
yeah.
you or they're just jealous of how many parts you got from different. You've got all the
they're
best parts.
jealous.
A lot of flesh.
They're like, I'm a piece of meat.
Yeah, you're literally a hunk. Okay, so
Get it?
So you guys basically come out of your hiding, every year at Halloween, All Hallows Eve, to kind of meet, okay, and you kind of discuss what you're going to do. But this year you come out and it's like shit is gone down, like hill. So you guys are like in Orlok's crypt, okay, and you're meeting. So you discuss and you decided, as you heard, it's time to go find the source of this mist. So you go outside, okay, of the crypt, and it's nighttime now, okay. But you notice the sun is set, but this mist is like everywhere, okay. So it's like closing in, and it's basically surrounded. It's like the forest has paths that the monsters have like sort of created, from treading like deer, So, but mist is clinging everywhere. Okay, so it's very dangerous. Okay, because you guys know what happens when you get too close, but there's literally nowhere you can go. Okay, so you're like shit. We just gotta press through this mist. Okay, so I need all of you, real quick, to pass through this initial cloud of mist. You need to make a Constitution saving throw.
Can I growl at the mist?
Sure, let's hear it.
Can I use my mist form?
What does your mist form do? Does that allow you to? Isn't that only if you take damage?
If I take damage.
Okay, so technically, no, you can't.
Dang it.
This is a different. This isn't vampiric mist. This is spooky to you. This is spooky holy mist. Okay, so yeah, go ahead and
The
roll.
worst
So you wouldn't
kind.
say it's a fire mist?
No,
But I still wanted to use my mist form.
Well, here's the thing: the mist also suppresses all your abilities, so you can't just go flying. You get what I mean? You guys are like super weakened. Okay, because you'd basically be immortal.
That you
Hecate rolled critically.
Really?
Oh.
Okay.
Critically
Wow.
good or critically
I
bad?
forgot to mention
I'm
this,
critically
actually.
good witch. Yeah.
So this
Oh,
reminds
come
me. That's great. This reminds me. We used to do we did a series in the past called Crit Happens. Okay, where we
Check it out.
cheap plug. This is kind of in the vein of that. But what we're gonna do is if anyone rolls a critical fail, a 1, there isn't really a major in-game consequence other than not doing the thing. But in real life, we're gonna do a shot of liquor. So
I see tequila over there, so.
yeah, that's the spooky monster juice that will give you
It will
pain.
turn you into the creature you're playing.
So you don't have to worry about that. But we're not gonna. We're
No,
not
I did great.
Yeah. So you save.
What happens when we do a crit?
I don't know. Do you want to give a shot?
Ooh.
Ooh, that'd be dangerous.
Ooh, that
Okay,
is
let's
really
just do it. Go
All
for
right.
it. And I'm the DM is completely.
I was gonna give it to the DM.
No, I'm completely.
How about
off
every
of-
time we
murder?
roll a 20, we
Yeah.
give it to the DM?
I'm gonna give it to
No.
Imhotep here because that was some pretty good role playing earlier.
All right, someone
All
else
right.
pour. Okay, so Imhotep, what'd you roll?
I am, I guess, gonna
And you roll.
take this shot, but I rolled a 12 plus my 1, so I got a 13 to save.
Okay,
Constitution.
keep going.
What are we adding?
Your
Constitution.
Constitution
con
saving
modifier.
throw mod.
15.
Okay. What'd you roll?
8.
8? 8. 8 the same.
Yeah, okay. We got the count.
All right, Gil, what'd you get?
I got an 18.
Okay, that's pretty good.
Oh wait,
What about
I
Karloff?
meant 13.
Ooh. Okay, the number's the same though. You just made it more spooky.
Yeah.
Okay, and then Karloff, grunt it.
I'm not gonna grunt 21 times, but it's 21.
You can do like
So you got 21. Okay,
21 times so fast.
so all of the monster lords saved, except
Okay.
for Orlok
Oh.
and
But it's my
Imhotep.
Oh!
So you guys, okay, you're gonna have to take.
But it's my own
I
crypt.
don't have any dice. apparently.
What about that?
Give me some
Here,
dice.
here, you can.
I need a 1d6. You're gonna take this much. Now, if you're weak to radiant damage, however, you take double. So
Ooh.
So,
So
that's how much
Fuck.
we all take.
no, just,
Yeah, us
just
two.
you guys. Yeah. So Imhotep, you take 3, and you're weak to radiant damage, aren't you?
No.
I know better. You can't fool me. So take the 6, okay? So now, yeah, just keep track of your HP. So everyone else, you kind of flit through, and you can feel it like start to sting a little bit, but it doesn't.
I'm
actually
about
cause
to
much
feel
damage.
some sting.
Yeah.
All right, let me get this over
All right,
with.
so
then.
Imhotep-
What is it you taking a shot of?
This is a shot
Just
of
out of
Mummy
curiosity,
tequila,
is
mummy
there a
juice.
crucifix near my crypt at all?
A crucifix? No, you would make damn well sure there are no
Okay,
crucifixes.
I'm just
nearby.
making sure. Like for whatever reason, I just left one because.
No, you don't like them.
All right.
You would be like,
Right.
I'm doing
exactly.
it.
okay, Imhotep, mummy juice,
Dip your cup.
get crunk.
Like I would have
Oh.
to do that every time I left. The
All
crypt
right,
and be like,
it's done. Pretty, not bad,
Taste
not
it?
bad.
I'm doing
Some good mummy juice, good mummy juice.
That was tequila?
Look like
It was tequila.
Gross.
Oh, you
good.
did great then. Damn.
Pains.
There's a slight drop.
he's licking it with his tongue now.
Okay. So, moving on.
So you, just from that though, you guys know, like, your monster, like, that can kill you if you're in it too long.
The mist.
But it's
Yeah.
our own mist.
We walked through the
It's
mist.
not your mist. It's holy evil mist emanating
it's
from, you didn't
evil
even listen
mist.
to
Can
my
I?
thing.
Yeah, let me
Yeah.
clarify again.
It's coming from a town, a
So
human
this
town.
mist- This
Yeah.
mist is something that has been created to try and stop us.
It
right?
seems like it's suppressing all your powers. Yeah,
Okay.
because normally you guys would be able to, like, you'd be able to fly,
Yeah.
and you could, like, do mummy shit,
Can I-
and you could howl better, and you could...
Could I like roll to turn into a bat? I mean, I don't have it.
I mean, yeah, I might allow that, just for flavor. I mean, what...
Nothing. I don't mean not right now.
yeah,
It's just
sure,
like-
we'll cross that bridge eventually.
Yeah, when we get there. Okay.
Like, the thing you gotta
Set
understand...
ground rules right now before we get going.
The beauty of it is that we don't need the ground rules, because in the moment, I'll just make a random
Alright.
ruling.
Nice.
No, but it's good to
Okay.
gauge just interest.
Clap.
Okay, so you realize that you could totally die if you hang out too long in this mist, and it's basically
Yeah.
so this path is like a raised, like sort of thing, so the mist isn't like getting at you. Okay, so you continue walking, and you're like, because now you can't like fly, I guess, or whatever monsters would do. So you're walking together.
Stung.
Yeah. So
Is he walking at a slower pace than us?
no, you're all together. I mean, technically, some of
Because
you are
he's a
slower.
mummy.
Yes, but it doesn't matter right now. So, but yeah,
Who
you
are
guys.
you to say what a mummy does? You're not a mummy. You're a vampire. You don't know the
We already have
pace
some
that
dissension.
that a mummy
Exactly.
walks at. I jog every
I
night.
can just fly.
Well,
You normally
What
could.
do you want to do about that?
We die before they finish their argument.
Okay, suddenly piercing through the night, you hear a guttural cry, and it's like "Ah!" like that, and it's
what was that noise?
You sound like a vampire now.
I mean,
so
he's just
actually,
taking over.
so it sounds like that, but it's actually more like. Can you do a? Chewy?
Do what?
Do Chewy.
Fiend does a good one.
Yeah, you hear kind of that. Okay, so
Can I pick up like with my smells?
yeah, sure. Go ahead and make like a survival check.
Smell save.
See if you can.
How'd we do?
So, what is it? Survival?
Yeah,
Where is that?
for
Can
tracking.
I smell blood?
It's under wisdom.
Yeah.
Bottom wisdom.
You can sniff.
Ooh. 21.
Nice. Okay.
I smelled good.
So you start smelling, and over the smell of what of your compatriots here that all have range of sense. Yeah. You smell what smells like might be sort of a Sasquatchy smell,
Oh.
which you know quite well because you have
Musty, sweaty.
yeah, it's like
Chewbacca.
Bigfoot, like some
Hairy.
fungus.
Yeah,
It
like
normally shows up to these
Hair.
things.
naturey.
Yeah,
Naturey. Like
yeah. It's a very
Damp.
it's like patchouli.
a wet dog.
Wet dog.
Hey.
Patchouli.
Watch your mouth.
Okay, so do you want to investigate this? It's straight ahead on the path.
Yes.
Let's keep going. Let's go check it out.
Your
Let
Gilman
us
voice
suck
is
the blood
amazing.
of
It's
the
like-
human.
I thought maybe you would go in like a sort of like a what are they called from WoW?
Merfolk?
The Murloc. Yeah,
what,
like
what are you like? What is it making me think of? It's,
I don't know. It's just a beautiful voice. But so you guys storm ahead, okay? And
Okay.
because you're like, oh no, someone's in need, and you see
No, I'm
laying-
like, blood.
yeah, you think there might be blood on the line here, and actually you find this sort of little Squatch, and he's stuck on. He's laying on the ground, grabbing his leg, and he's stuck in this giant like bear trap contraption.
Aww.
And he's just like ah, and he's like writhing around in pain. Okay.
So this is a fellow monster.
Yes,
And-
he's
It's a
one
little
of your denizens.
Squatch.
Yes.
Okay.
Little Squatch.
I'd like to do something, if I may.
Okay.
All right.
You're gonna steal all of his hair.
I'd like to go up.
No.
This is Hakati, and I would like to go up to this little Squatch. And is he like crying and stuff?
Yeah, he's crying in pain, and he's looking at you like with these big puppy dog eyes, and tears are streaming down his face. And he's
Okay.
looking at you like, "Help me, please."
I just go. I grab its hair and I just rip out a chunk of
Oh! And he just goes, "Oh!" So you've secured some
And I just
Sasquatch
like
hair.
put it in my clothing.
Bosom.
My bosom.
I want to run up and help him.
Okay, so you just got his hair, and he's just looking at you betrayed. Like, what have you done? But so
What
Talbot,
the
you run up
fuck?
and you walk up, and you see, and he's in this bear trap, and it's like this. It's this metal like mechanical trap. Okay.
Be still. I will try to free you.
Okay.
Do I do it?
Well, what do you want to do? You want?
I'm gonna pull it apart with my, I was gonna say bare hands, but wolf
Your
hands.
wolf. Your bear wolf
Okay,
hands.
so first of all,
Your werewolf.
it's a silver trap,
Your bear werewolf. hands.
Oh no.
and you're gonna take. And guess what? Werewolves are? They're weak to silver.
Is it worth it?
So you initially take, what was it, a 1? Okay, so you only take 2 damage, luckily. So you, without even checking to see what it's made out of, you just grab onto it, and you're like, ah, and it burns your hand, your little claws, your paws, I guess. So go ahead, Mark, you take 2 damage, but
Oh, ouch!
that was... Owie, ouch.
Not worth it.
God, I don't want to hear what happened to
Are you gonna try and...
10
Are you,
damage.
are you gonna try and pry it apart with your strength, or are you gonna try
Yes.
and, like, disarm it, like, with, like,
No,
your...
I'm not that smart.
Okay, so go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can
Okay.
pull it apart. Look, it's killing me, the tension.
11.
Okay. Yeah, so you go to pull it apart and it just clamps shut again, right onto his wound again, and he lets out a scream. Ah! And now you have like little burn marks on your paws.
Is our flesh golems weak to silver?
Is it on your sheet? Now, silver hurts.
Warlock here. Let's take care of this.
Okay.
I'm gonna go down and like fidget with it, see if I can disarm it.
Okay, so here's the thing. In this universe, it's a little different. Silver and basically anything holy or consecrate, like these symbolism, basically harm all monsters. But certain monsters are more weak to them. So
Right.
you're more weak to silver,
Silver.
and you're more weak to
Radiant light.
radiant light damage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and I
Light
believe your
sensitivity.
Karloff is more fire based, right?
So more sunlight, I guess. Yeah.
yeah,
Radiant damage,
yeah.
right?
So it might be good to just real quick kind of go around and see what everyone's weak to. If
Yeah.
Mine is silver.
okay.
Yeah, Hakati's radiant too.
Imhotep can catch fire easily because of his wrappings.
Yeah, brother.
He's a very dry boy. Okay, so Orlok, we know you're radiant, right?
Weak to lightning damage because I'm wet all the time.
Right. And you actually are like resistant to like poison, right?
Yeah, because I hang out in the shitty swamp all day.
Yeah, you're like in a
You're
you
used
basically
to it.
are in like a black tar lagoon, like just like
Yeah.
sucking it down. Okay, and Karloff, you are afraid of fire and weak to it, right?
Yes. I am terribly fired because I cannot like scar this beautiful face.
Right.
Like it
So,
can't have it happen.
You basically are just like really vain. You're like Vega in Street Fighter.
Yeah. But I'm
Okay.
better looking.
Okay, right. So now I'm imagining you looking like handsome Squidward, but like sewn together, like, you know, piece by piece.
Squidward is made in my image.
Yeah. So back to so we got this trap, and
Yes.
so that wasn't strong enough, unfortunately. So Orlok was going to to doing something though. So what were you?
Yeah, I was gonna try to see if I can disarm it.
Okay, so
I
you
don't-
want to
I-
like
yeah,
examine it.
I'm like, get out of the way.
Step aside.
Ooh, I got this. I
Okay,
go down and I'm like,
so why don't you make a dexterity check, okay, to see if you can disarm it. So now this is going to be a little bit. Now you're going to be very careful. Do you want to maybe not touch it with your bare hands, or are you going to just go in there?
do I have don't vampires have gloves? Do I have gloves on?
I mean, we can role play
Yeah,
that
like
you pull out your.
You have a cape, you just kind of like that.
Yeah, I was just. Get,
I need my gloves
we
because
find
in
a
this
stick?
case it might
Okay.
cape could get in the way.
so you pull out your very special
I'm like
leather
I grab
gloves.
my leather jacket
Yeah.
or my
okay.
leather coat.
You're a rock and
He's
roll
got
vampire
gloves,
for
folks.
sure. Oh, nice. He actually does have.
They don't have the
They are
tips are gone.
fingerless.
It doesn't help. It doesn't help.
Okay, these are imaginary.
Yeah. So
They're full fingers,
imagine in the
They're
game he has
fingers.
nice like clawed,
leather,
like, beautiful leather gloves.
Beautiful, yeah, like
Fingers covered.
fancy leather gloves that you would wear. I don't know.
So basically, Talbot took the silver bullet,
Yes.
pun intended, to find out that you need to do this. So go ahead and make that dex check. It's a check. Check.
Oh,
What was it?
that's a deuce.
6.
Oh, well, he rolled a
Okay.
2.
You try and fiddle with it. You know, you get out your screwdriver, your little vampire screwdriver.
Yeah.
And all the while you're doing this, you like accidentally like twist it, and it gets a little tighter on his.
I was
leg.
gonna say it's like my hairpin. I pull out a hairpin because like
Yeah,
I
and you're
have
like
hair.
twiddling it. I imagine you kind of using your claw, like.
Oh yeah, no, I
But,
grow out my little nail.
Yeah. So you just can't figure it out. You can't seem to get it.
Yeah.
Can Flesh Golem try?
Oh yeah, anyone can try. Anyone can do whatever they want. So you grunt.
Strength, and I'm gonna try to wedge a piece of wood to pry it open.
Okay, so
Stick.
you're not touching it with your bare hands.
No.
You're just
Little
okay.
Squatch.
So go ahead and try,
Stick.
and do it with advantage because you're using an implement.
Okay, so 2 rolls plus
And
strength
you ta-
modifier, right?
And you take the better one
Okay.
to start with. So
We
so
should
go-
just chop off his leg now. I mean,
yeah.
I already
this is-
ripped off his
It's
ear.
too late. We're gonna have to amputate.
Alright, it's already 19 with that
Wow,
roll.
okay.
I'm gonna roll again anyways. 11. So 19 plus 6, 25.
Okay, so you like just like push everyone aside with your big meaty hunk of meat arm, your ham hock of an arm, and you grab like a stick off a branch nearby, and you just like jam it in there, and you just and slam it open. And nice. And then so the Squatch just kind of lays down like and just is like, oh, like so relieved because like he was feeling like the pain of it digging into his flesh the whole time, and the silver was like hurting him too. So he's like so thankful. And he like gets up, and you can see he's kind of injured though, like his legs all fucked up and mangled.
Could I
Oh.
use Cure Wounds on him?
You beat me to
Yeah,
it.
sure.
So I want to... I'm sorry.
I was gonna help him. You
The-
did the opposite. I felt kind of bad about
The
it.
early mummy gets the Cure Wounds.
That's a very popular saying in
the Mummy
in the
world.
mummy in the
Yeah.
monster woods. So
You wouldn't know. Okay, so I want to approach young Squatch,
okay, and he's like,
kind of comfort him, because mummies are comforting, especially towards hairy little creatures.
yeah,
So I will attempt to use Cure Wounds.
okay,
So
I believe you
I
can
touch
just-
him,
mm-hmm.
and he regains a number of hit points equal to 1d8
Okay,
plus my spellcasting ability modifier, which is plus something. Plus 4.
there you go, good.
Where did you touch him?
I touch him on his head.
So-
Actually, where's the wound? His leg.
It's on his ankle.
I touch
Yeah.
his ankle,
Cankle.
and he would get 9 hit points back.
Okay, you can feel like your mummy magic kind of flow into his ankle and just like sort of, you can just magically see the matted blood and hair like kind of.
Does the hair that
Does the hair
she
grow
pulled
back?
come back too?
Like, come back.
Yeah, it does. It actually just sprouts right out.
I
It's just
imagine his magic is just like a bunch of bandages and turns him into a mummy and he's
Yeah. I like shoot out
Oh, that would be
bandages that
super
wrap
cool,
him
actually,
around,
yeah. So
wrap
you're-
around him, and then he's all good.
Yeah, your linens wrap around it and they slowly dissolve and reveal like it's like totally fine. That was badass.
Yeah, that was
Inspiration.
Oh,
Who came up
You're
with that?
welcome.
that was.
Oh,
that
or
was
like-
came up with that.
Yeah.
Or like you
But
get
I will take
inspiration.
it
Yes.
as well.
Okay. Really, everyone deserves. I'm gonna be very stingy with it though. That was just cool. Okay, so he's fine now, and he gets up and he's like brushing himself off, and he's like, "Thank you, thank you for saving me. My name's Dwayne.
Dwayne.
I know you guys are the monster lords. You're the leaders. Oh my god, you're my mayor or lord, I suppose. My lord Orlok. He's busy reading, but
Sorry. Yeah.
you know what? Thank you for you healed me, but and
It's
he
our pleasure.
and thank you for freeing me.
Side note, that means, do you want my autograph?
And he just looks at you quizzically and then says, "Yeah." And you can write it on his bandage, his cast, basically. So, but he actually he's so thankful that he pulls out from his furry little behind, he hands you a bucket of candy.
Oh.
Like, it's Halloween candy.
Thank you.
So it's filled with festive, and he admits he stole it from the humans.
Question. It's not like the shitty Smarties, is it?
There's some Smarties in there.
Fuck, you gotta get.
Can we put them back in the
Yeah,
trap?
fuck you.
Fuck the Smarties. Those are the shitty
They're
candy.
chalky.
Careful out there, you little one.
There's a full-size Snickers bar.
Okay,
Is
he
he like a
live.
full kid Sasquatch?
Yeah, he's a little
Well-
Squatch. I mean, you can tell by the voice, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's a
I was
little
just
Squatch.
making sure.
Obviously an adult Squatch.
I mean, I don't know. It could be weird. Like, just have a high-pitched, tender voice.
That's true. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but he gives you the candy, and it's like, there's some
Like,
old-timey...
kicked in the balls a few many times or fell on sticks. I don't know.
Well, if that trap had closed on a different part of his body, that would have been real bad. But he has, there's candy corn in there. There's some the type of candy doesn't matter. The fact is, it's a bucket.
Well, it does, though.
Yeah, you're gonna say it does matter.
It's a
Okay, are you
jack-o'-lantern.
telling me that if you go trick-or-treating or whatever, let's just say you're going and you get candy corn versus Midnight Milky Way, what are you going to like more?
If you take the Midnight Milky Way,
Right. I mean, I get what you guys are saying. I'm just saying it's not as pertinent. So we're gonna move on. So he hands this to you, and then he runs away, and is just like, "Thanks, guys," and he disappears into the monster wood, but not through the mist.
Do we hear another?
Yeah, let's say.
You do not. But now,
That's why I told him to be careful. Like,
right? No, you pat him on the head, and he's like, "Thanks, Dad." And he
watch
runs away.
out for those traps.
You're my little babies.
Sass, yeah. He's a little baby Sass. So you guys continue on down the path, and pretty soon you start hearing more shouts. But these don't sound like little Sasquatch shouts. They sound more like humans shouts.
Okay.
Shouts of humankind. Right. Yes, exactly. And
Do we
so,
hear anything
Can we
specific?
see like any
that came out.
torches in the woods or?
well, does anyone want to maybe do a perception?
Can we do a
check?
perception check to see how far away they are?
Sure.
Or see how many people
Yeah.
there are?
Anyone who wants to perceive, go ahead.
I can try.
Are you perceptive? It doesn't look like.
+1.
That's not bad. Go for it.
Yeah,
So
why don't you
Karloff
go ahead,
Karloff puts a hand to his brow.
Oh!
20.
That's
Wow.
a nat 20.
Okay.
You can give
Very
it.
good.
You can give one.
Give a shot. Let's settle business first, and then we can move on.
Yeah.
Skill.
No.
Oh no, Gil. Gil has to drink through his gills.
Gotta wet my gills.
So while you're pouring that for Gil there, I'll just kind of... So you hear these shouts, and you kind of look through the mist. It's hard to see because the mist is so thick. But you do see, like a few torches waving. And you feel like your scrotum, pull up into your body because you're so afraid of fire. Mm-hmm. So it's just like, oh! And
I also dry up a little bit, Don't
Get
let
even
that fire
drier?
go. Yeah.
Gil is extra moist over there.
but as you look through the... Yeah, go ahead. Let's go ahead and pause. So here we go. Gil.
Thumbs up.
Gil.
Go, kill. Yeah.
All right,
Sucked
so
it down good.
Gil's a little bit less coherent now, but that's fine. Pretty soon you just have to start just making bubble noises.
Yeah.
Bubble.
Yeah, there you go. So you look through the trees though, and you see what looks to be another small, sort of hobbling creature being chased by people with torches. And he's sort of lumbering. Is that the word? Sort of hobbling.
Is it running towards us?
It's kind of across the path, kind of through the trees. So it looks like it's coming towards you, yeah, but not directly at you. It's it's going to be in front of you really shortly.
Can I crouch and wait for the prey, or I guess the distressed creature to be in front of me, and then I jump out and grab it?
Sure, yeah, go for it. So go ahead and make a stealth check to see how well
No,
you
I don't
hide.
want to kill the animal.
No, you just want to tackle it.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine. First, we're going to see if you even hide.
What am I adding?
Oh,
Your stealth,
stealth?
so
Stealth.
dexterity.
So we'll say you kind of run ahead from everyone else and hide behind a bush.
8.
You're trying to save the creature?
Yeah.
So you
Just
got an
tackle
8
it.
stealth. Okay, so now go ahead and make a attack roll.
Oh. With my strength?
Just whatever your just your strength. That's fine. Because we'll say you're not proficient in tackling people.
6.
Wow. Okay, so here's what happens. So you see this little like creature running, and then you're hiding there, and he gets close enough, and like all of a sudden he just sees your eyes glowing in the dark, and he goes, and you just hear "Rah!" Like he gets scared, and then you jump at him, and just he falls backwards, and you land like on your face,
I got him.
like prone. You didn't quite get it.
I did it.
Didn't get all of it.
And he just is like, and he's like, oh, Mr. Werewolf, please, they're chasing me. The witch hunters are after me.
What?
Well, it's more of a catch-all term.
Oh.
You know, but they don't like monsters in general. But and so he's like, they've got torches and they've got pitchforks and they've got weapons and they're going to kill me. So how do you guys want to react to that? You guys all hear this. How do you want to react? Do you want to try and stop
I want to go
him?
back in the bushes.
Well, do you want to hide? Do you want
hide.
to try and save him, or do you want to and help him hide? Do you want to fight him? What do you want to do?
How many? How far away are the people?
Yeah.
They're still a
Can you
good 50
see them?
feet. They're
They're in
back a
front of
little
us.
Can we
ways.
see them?
You don't see them, but you see their torches,
Can we?
and you can hear them. You get what I'm saying?
So-
Like you see the light shining
Can we-
through
do
the
you guys
trees,
wanna
but you
hide to
don't
see if they
how
pass
many there
us?
are.
I'm going to
Let's
howl.
hide and ambush them.
Or can we try
It's
intimidation?
supposed to scare people.
Well, here, hold on. So she just said she
my
wants to
God.
howl, so that kind of overrides. Unless anyone wants to try and stop her from
Well,
howling.
mine isn't
I'm just
necessarily
gonna-
an action.
Crazy.
Yeah, why don't she go ahead?
As part of your howl thing is when they're closer to you.
Oh, okay. Well, you could still howl without it doing the ability. We can just say, do you want to
Yeah.
howl just to
Intimidation.
kind of as an
Intimidation,
intimidation
yeah.
check? Yeah. Do you want to try
Well,
that?
if we can see their torches, no, I guess that would be farther than 30 feet.
Yeah, they're like. Well, you can do it. We'll just see whether it scares them away or not.
Can I try to intimidate?
Maybe you could all intimidate together. Do you want to
Well,
do
before somebody does that, all I want to know is, unless you said it and I missed it, what is this?
He's a
Creature.
little. Sorry, I didn't quite explain. It's really dark, and she just scared him.
Yeah,
So he's like a little Quasimodo hunchback dude. So
Okay.
think of like Igor. So he's like a little dude, and he's like kind
Aw.
of misshapen.
Okay.
He kind of looks like
So
a
he's
little,
very small.
He's like a little goblin. Yeah. He's
Can
a
I
little,
pick him up?
Yeah, if you want, you
Toss
can
the
try.
wolf.
Yeah, go ahead and pick him up.
Okay.
You're not very strong though, and he's got quite a lot of.
Oh.
He's got junk in the trunk.
And I just turn to dust and fall.
Okay.
Did he
What's the
say-
point of that? I'm confused. What are you trying to do?
He's too heavy.
Were you trying to kiss him or something?
No, I just wanted to carry him.
Oh, okay.
Baby.
Well, here, I like it. Did you guys want to try and intimidate
Yes.
together?
Yeah.
Like, all you
Yeah.
could all
Sure.
make your monster sound together.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Okay.
You can.
I'd like to do the opposite.
Okay, well, make a decision
No, I
together.
have a question. Can she hide while we intimidate? So
You
we
can
figure out
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
hidden?
for sure. Yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
okay. I'm still hiding in the bushes.
Make a stealth check. Did you
I
make?
mean, I don't, vampires
You're
will really
gonna
have
be
a
like
hard
just
time
right out there in
noise
the
that they
open.
would
No,
hear
not
from
my
that
dex.
distance.
Oh, well, a vampire could make a. You could turn into a wolf in your. You could
I guess.
kind of mutate your vocal cords to kind of sound like a giant bat or something. You know.
They used to-
I mean, that's scary. if you heard that in the woods, I mean,
I heard, yeah.
I would, and you could just grunt like. Oh! Okay.
It's stealthed for 13.
Okay, we'll remember that. So now everyone.
I wanna stealth too.
Okay, go ahead
I
and
wanna,
stealth.
get ready to
Hide.
spit out.
While this happens, my eyes turn bloodthirsty red, just fucking.
Like Christopher Lee in
Yeah. Or I was thinking
14 for
Castlevania
the
S too.
stealth.
Yeah,
Okay.
that too.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
try
we
to
got-
intimidate.
Okay, everyone who's gonna intimidate, go ahead and roll. And We're
Okay.
gonna do a group intimidate. Okay. Just let me know what you guys roll. We'll take the average, I guess. Someone needs to get the average for me because I'm not.
15.
6.
What is this
Oh
one?
Jesus! What'd you
I think
roll?
that's a 20.
Karloff?
17.
Ooh. No. Ooh.
We got another 20.
She got a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. You guys are rolling hot
We're rolling
tonight.
hot.
You got a
Yeah.
6?
I've been rolling
Yeah,
pretty
he rolled
shit.
So hold on.
I got a
26.
15.
I've got a calculator.
That's 26 plus 32 because it's 17 plus 15.
Divided by
So you also
4.
get to give a shot.
One shot. To
Okay,
her cut.
we got it. So, you guys, go ahead and do the shot thing real quick. This got out of hand real quick. I didn't realize that there'd be that many shots being given that fast, but. So, you have to do a shot now?
Oh.
Hakati.
Okay.
It's for the witch.
Let's keep going with the tequila.
Which is
That's-
brew.
Which is brew.
It smells pretty good.
Okay. So, here's what happens. You guys hide, but then everyone kind of So, let's hear it all together. I want to hear the sound you make.
Okay.
So, 3, 2, 1.
Return the slave will suffer my curse.
And
Okay.
I hear it and I
Cringe.
drink to
You're
it.
like, oh god.
Okay.
You pull out a flask.
In the bushes, yeah.
So you
A
hear
mini cauldron.
I got time for this. And then I after that happens, I kind of want to go off to the side and kind of hide like towards them in the darkness.
Okay, so you go ahead and make a stealth check as well.
Okay.
But what happens actually is you guys do that and it just rings and it like the trees actually like shake.
Oh.
You know, because that nat 20 like really that howl was especially.
Can we hear it one more time?
No.
It was especially bone chilling, and you can see the guy. You suddenly hear like, you just hear him screaming and being like, oh, well, "There was only one of them. I swear, there was only one. We were chasing him." It's like that sounds like there's 30 monsters, and they're like, "Ah!" And they just drop their torches and just turn and run back. And they just
Damn.
run away.
And we laugh.
Good job, guys.
So you guys basically just like totally put them off from
Nice.
even fighting. Okay, so that's good. So and you can see the little hunchback. The little hunchback, he gets like super relieved and he kind of just hunches over. Pun intended. And
Hunches back.
He hunches over more.
Hunches back.
he hunches over. Yeah, he hunches backwards. That's
To
right.
fix
Rearranges
his
his
back.
hunch.
Yeah, he's like, oh. He's like, thank you. They were gonna kill me. I'm changing my voice.
I was gonna say.
I mean, it's kind of hard when you're trying to like.
Well, and their scared voice is totally different from
Yeah,
their,
that's-
their relaxed voice. And he's like, oh, I guess I won't be needing this anymore. And he pulls out a little bottle, and it's filled with red liquid. It's not blood,
Oh.
Oh, I
but
was looking
it's a
at.
potion of greater healing. And he's like, I have a home brewery. I like to brew. So who wants to hold this? Who wants to be?
Seems
okay.
like a witch thing.
Potions?
I don't
How much of
need
the HPs
potions.
does that heal?
I do a little like,
It's 44 plus 4, I believe.
40
So,
plus 4?
so that's like your oh shit button, just like out of like so.
yeah, I like Yu-Gi-Oh it up and I'm like,
Yeah,
Slam it
exactly.
down.
So, and he hands that, and he just kind of is like, I'm just gonna sit by this tree.
dost thou have a name?
My name is Igor. Not Igor.
I was gonna say, is it Igor?
That's my father.
Igor, huh?
So, and,
Nice to meet you, Igor.
and he hands out like a little.
Wait, nice to meet you,
I-
Igor.
It's Igor.
Oh,
And he hands out like a little, like, kind of weird hand, like a baby hand.
Give me the other hand.
You need a strong hand?
This
Frankenstein.
this is my good hand. And his other hand is like this giant, like, really burly hand. So he's got like two little, like,
What's his personal name?
Nice.
yeah, he uses that one for Igor time. But so you continue on, okay?
Wait, does he want my autograph?
He does recognize you and want your autograph.
I was gonna say,
Just
do
wanna
we
make sure.
recognize him? Like,
No, he's
as
not.
being, I'm guessing he's
two
Dr.
autographs.
Frankenstein's.
He's not a famous
No,
monster.
there's no
there's
no
no
such thing in
famous-
this world.
okay.
It's quite
I
strange.
wasn't sure. I mean,
No, it's good to
they
check.
could still be like famous
Right.
in this world.
No, you guys are the famous monsters.
But where there could be
By
like
the
the
misfits.
monsters that like, rose to fame.
Right, you guys got elected democratically, and you rule the
That's
Monsterwood
right.
for thousands of years. But the terms are very long.
Uncontested.
We're kind of a big deal.
Okay, so you continue on, okay, and you.
Well, we're not walking towards these torches, are we?
No,
No,
they
they
fucked
ran.
off.
No, but they dropped the torches. I just don't walk towards them.
Oh no, they fell in like a puddle.
Okay, good.
And like yeah,
'Cause- Fuck fire.
yeah, fuck fire, exactly. So you move on and you come to it's a sort of a landmark you guys know called Pumpkin Hill. Okay?
Oh.
nice.
So this is it's like a giant pumpkin patch with like a lot of like ruins and stuff. It's like it seems like maybe it had some importance before. It kind of looks like Halloween Town, but it's like ruined. But you go in there and there's all these pumpkins, but they're kind of starting to rot, so it smells really bad.
I have to ask, are there any pieces of the Master Emerald?
You
do we hear?
they
music
allow
in the
you to
distance?
feel,
Is
but
the radar
Bad
picking
rap.
anything up?
there's no blips on the radar as far as Master Emeralds go or
Okay.
shards. But you will say you won't let it get to you. So anyway, you walk in there and you immediately sort of actually can you guys real quick just make a perception check?
Yes.
Yes.
Just to kind of gauge.
Oh, I'm so close to a nat 20.
Well, close isn't gonna cut it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna do it. Okay, what'd you guys roll?
You say
11.
Perception.
wisdom?
22.
It's perception.
19.
But it is wisdom.
8.
The big old 10.
A big old 10. Okay. So who had the 19? Was that the highest?
Well, I had a 22.
Oh, I didn't hear that. Okay,
Yeah.
sorry.
I
So
had
you guys.
18.
So okay. So you three, you like kind of feel your monster hairs stand on the back of your neck. You feel like you're being watched. Okay. So you can feel something's around here,
Oh.
and
Did you have a tingle in your dingle there?
Imhotep.
Oh.
do you want? So what do you want to do? You feel like you're being watched, but you don't see anything.
I start growling really low in my chest.
Okay.
Not enough to, just so my companions know I'm not
You're
okay.
not alone.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And just out of the wait. So you were what were you saying, Talbot?
Just enough to growl.
So you're
like,
growling menacingly.
Not towards anything, but just like an uncomfortable, like, I'm not okay with something.
Okay, so you're not trying to intimidate whoever's
Is it
here.
more like I know you're watching kind of sound? You
Yes.
to let them know.
Well, that's kind of an intimidation.
if I heard that, I would not pet that dog right now.
Okay.
Or wolf. Sorry. Didn't
We just
mean to
call her a
offend.
dog.
Well, why don't you
Wolf
just
man?
make an intimidation check just out of curiosity, just to see how intimidating your growl is. You're like, I can't do it. I can't do a dog sound. Can someone do it?
Very cat of you.
6.
Yeah, I kind of did. So it's very unintimidating.
Wolf.
And you hear echoing out through the dark night, like the moon is full, shining down on you, but you can't see anybody. But you hear echoing through the ruins. You hear a voice call out. And you hear, "Monster lords, what do you think you're doing? Going towards the human settlement? This is folly. You will bring wrath further down upon our kinds. How dare you think that this is a good idea?"
Does this person see us right now?
You don't know. You can't see them.
Let us see you,
Wait,
folly.
do we not have good night vision? Or monsters?
Because they said this
Yeah,
is
you have
folly.
night vision.
Show
Or dark
yourself.
But night vision in this world is probably like normal vision.
So you say, "Show yourself,"
Yes.
and you hear, "Ha ha ha ha! That is impossible, for it is I, the Invisible Man." Ha ha! And he says, he basically is just he keeps prattling and rattling on about how you're going to fuck everything up by going and trying to stop this. That they're not that basically you're going to make them even more angry and try and eradicate you even sooner. Okay, so you want to try and and actually as he's saying this, you see sort of his footsteps moving around in the mud because it's really muddy, so you actually see where he is, but he is invisible, but you can see him, and now
Can
you can
I
hear him because you
I guess
found.
he's not really Never mind.
What were you gonna say? I'm
I was
curious.
gonna persuade him by
That's good. Yeah,
Well-
you want to persuade him? You can persuade him. You can try and
I
was
deceive
gonna,
him. You
try to
can,
catch him and then almost suck his blood since he's human. He's just invisible.
He's not human. He's a monster.
But he's just invisible.
Everyone calls him Invisible Man. You don't know what he looks like.
Oh, that's more disturbing than what I originally thought.
He's a monster who may or may not be invisible. So,
It's the Invisible Man.
yeah.
Um,
What would you like to do? Do you want to try? You could try and persuade.
Because
could
if you
try and
don't, I have
deceive.
something that I would do.
yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay.
I'll think if I want to do something different.
All right. I tossed my hair because I assume I have long witch hair, and
Yeah,
I'd like
black.
to cast Charm Person,
Okay.
which I'm assuming he's still looking at me, so I can
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So Charm Person. Let's check this out. I don't have every spell memorized.
Yeah, I'm not as familiar with some of the spells. that I
Sashay
currently
your
have.
hips.
Yeah, I do a little shimmy dance.
Okay. So he has to make a Wisdom saving throw
What if he's
against
not
your.
looking your way?
I'm just taking a guess. I'm like, wait. I'm flipping my hair everywhere.
So you guys aren't fighting yet, so it's fine. So let's
Yeah.
just see what we get
Yet.
here.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
assuming he's looking at
it
it
could
because
escalate.
he's like, I see you guys right there.
Okay. What does he have to beat? What's your spell save?
15.
Okay. He fails, so he's
Is
charmed.
he totally enamored with me?
He's enamored, and he thinks of you as a friendly acquaintance.
Damn it!
No, I mean
We're just friends.
who he wants to bone.
Oh,
Oh.
good.
So they're not mutually exclusive.
Okay,
That's a
I.
invisible cock.
And you hear him go, "Ooh,
Okay, good.
oh my witch by witchy, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, no, I like that.
He just kind of, you can't see him, but you can see he kind of like, he starts like kind of like, he stops arguing, you know, because he was just like rambling on about how this is a big deal. So
Can I, well, I don't know how far I can use this.
okay,
What's your goal?
Well, I don't know
quickly
if I could
talk
like,
to him while
I could try to
while
like,
he's charmed.
to like get him closer to us. Like, so they could all see his footprints
okay.
with my femininity. Like, looking
Your
all-
feminine
So
and
here's the deal. So
Yeah,
he's
and-
charmed. He's charmed by you now. Okay.
Okay.
So he doesn't want to fight you guys.
Okay.
And if you guys try and persuade him or like deceive him or try and make it seem like to just diffuse this, you have advantage
Right.
while doing it.
Okay.
So if you want, you can, now that you have him under your spell, you could just say, "Oh, don't worry about it." You know. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
And like just say, you know.
Okay, I say to him, don't worry about it.
I didn't have to be
Exact
verbatim,
words.
but roll. Go ahead and roll a. So was it? This is more of a. Would you want to do? Go ahead and
It'd
just
be,
persuasion, deception. Which
I would
one?
say deception.
Okay, so go ahead and roll 2 d20s and take the better one. Okay.
Okay.
Uh-oh. It's okay. You have,
I don't think it was a crit fail.
but you have
That's a nat one.
Crit happens!
you have advantage, so it's fine. So roll again.
Okay.
But yeah, we
Still
can.
counts as a 1.
Fuck!
What'd you
much
get?
better.
I do a.
Hold on. What did you get?
I got a 3 this
Plus?
time. 7, so I got
thought-
10.
Even on advantage, that one still happened.
That's just in my game. that I
Yeah.
do, but so yeah, if you want, go ahead and take the shot just as punishment
Oh,
for
man.
rolling that. But you
But
actually.
I just did. Dun 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 dun. Okay, yeah.
So your persuasion was a 10,
Yeah.
okay? And he's charmed,
Okay.
and you say, "Don't worry about it."
Yeah.
Is that literally all you say?
And I blow him a kiss.
Don't worry about it.
Okay, and the kiss, it like floats. It's like a witch kiss.
Yeah.
And you can see it sticks on.
And
his
I'm not
cheek.
like a young happening thing. I am like an old hag.
So are you Gruntilda?
I almost match our hunchback friend, I would imagine.
Okay, but yeah, so you can see it stick to his cheek on his face,
Ooh.
and
I'm
he
like-
just goes, and he says, "Oh yes, very well, my mistress. I won't worry about it anymore. I trust your best judgment."
I do him finger shots,
Like-
and then I take a shot myself.
Okay.
Okay.
You pull out your plastic.
Finger guns?
Finger guns, that's what it
Finger
is.
shot.
Sorry, I call it blow gun because like I have one. I'm like, and then I like,
Okay. And so with that, he actually comes over to you and he says, "Oh, my beautiful, lovely, beautiful Hecate queen, please take my invisible man juice."
Oh. Do you
It's-
regret it?
Please define the man juice.
It's a bottle, it's a jar, but you can't see anything in it, but it feels like there's something in it.
it literally just says juice on it.
That's my secret. But yeah, so you get that, and he hands it to you, and he says, "This is for winning my heart. Please enjoy my man juice, my invisible man juice."
And I just give him like a Hannibal like.
And a nice Chianti.
Good to know I'm not the only
And
one
while-
who keeps it in a jar.
Oh, and he also says, he begs you, he says, "Please remember, if you do go and you speak if you go and try and deal with this problem, remember that the people of the town, they are not your enemy. They are innocent in all this. It is the Witch Hammer Militia. They're the true enemy.
Okay.
So please, remember that. It's not good optics. It's not good optics from the monsters. That's all I'm concerned about. It's PR. It's a PR disaster."
Someone else want to take over here. I'm like.
Well, you took over by doing all this stuff.
You took his
I know.
You charmed
You
him.
got
It's your
the-
fault.
You
Yeah.
gave him a kiss, he
Tell him
gave
to
you his
buzz off.
juice. It sounds like,
And he-
you know,
and he
we're
just-
just watching.
I just blew
Transaction,
him a kiss. I
man.
didn't know he'd
I like
catch
to
it.
watch.
And then he starts leaving, and you can assume he's
Like, do we
waving.
both like blow kisses to each other?
Yeah, he's like,
as,
mwah,
we leave?
mwah. You hear kissy sounds as you guys, and you leave Pumpkin Hill.
We all puke violently.
Does he want my autograph?
Oh, yes, he has.
Okay, thank you.
So you bring up the autograph.
I want my autograph.
Oh, do you want to ask? Yeah,
Yeah,
you could
yeah.
ask him a question, yeah.
Yeah, before he leaves, I've got to ask. I'm kind of changing my voice up a little bit.
No, it's fine.
Um,
I thought you were going to go in an Arnold, like, Hungarian type. Or Austrian. Like.
Arnold.
do you know where we can find these Witch Hammer people?
He says, so you're just asking in general information. And he
Yes.
says, "I've heard that they reside in a town not far from here. It's actually just around this bend. It's called Woodwick. It's a little old town, and it's filled with people celebrating, actually, because it's All Hallows Eve, but I've heard that, yes, they reside there, and they're planning something.
Thank you.
Be careful.
What are
My
they
love?
planning?
My love. My love.
I don't know. You're asking me too much. I'm turning into a vampire now.
Did the charm wear off yet?
No.
Uh,
And now he says, I must bid thee adieu. Happy Halloween and enjoy my juice. And he runs away. You can see his footprints disappear through the mud and like stomp on pumpkins and stuff. And with that, after leaving the Pumpkin Hill, the Monster Lords continue through the Monster Wood. After a long trek, actually it's a short trek, I just retconned that, avoiding the mist, they finally see the sight of a town in the distance, glowing with red firelight beneath the full moon. To be continued?
here's a full moon.